welcome to Field of View with Nerd Street Gamers, your weekly dose of gaming news. I'm DarfMike coming to you live from Customs, and I'm hoping to get some good loot on this run, so while I'm rummaging around, let's go over the news. Speaking of our lovely setting, it seems Escape from Tarkov may have been a heavy inspiration for our next story. There's a new game mode coming in Battlefield 2042 when that game comes out in October of this year. It's called Hazard Zone, and thanks to a community data miner named Temporal, we now may know more about the game. It seems that it involves squads of players dropping into a hazardous zone and then doing battle with AI enemies, potentially some other players as well, all to claim different caches of loot, then make it to an extraction site and get the heck out of Dodge with said loot, and then use said loot to fund future runs back into the zone. Does that sound familiar? Well, it should, because it bears a lot in common to what Escape from Tarkov brings to the table as a hardcore FPS. In fact, it's so similar that it almost looks like they copied the same homework. It just goes to show, folks, anything that devs can do, EA will try too. Blissey has been unveiled as the next playable Pokemon coming to Pokemon Unite. Blissey's skill set will allow her to heal allies, shield them from danger, and help support them on their way to the goal. It's unclear as of now if Blissey's previous evolutions will be in the game, though it's a pretty safe bet. Now, some fans are pretty disappointed because Blastoise was teased as the next Pokemon coming to the game, and well, it seems like that's not the case just yet. They're still taking some time to coax Blastoise out of its shell. In the meantime, you'll have to content yourself with Blissey. But remember, folks, no matter what Pokemon gets added to the game, it will never be cool to brag about your scoreline in Pokemon Unite, because for every kill you get, somewhere a 6-year-old is crying. Osa has been unveiled as the next operator joining the cast of Rainbow Six Siege. Coming in the next operation, Operation Crystal Guard, she's an attacker with an oddly defensive-minded kit, bringing with her the Talon 8 Clear Shield, a mobile piece of cover that can either be used on the go or deployed in doors and windows to create a little extra space as the attackers breach. And in an interesting note, her backstory revealed that she may be the first transgender character joining Rainbow Six Siege, which is exciting from Ubisoft's perspective as they continue to expand the diversity and inclusivity of their cast of operators. Obviously, her biography will have no impact on her gameplay on the battlefield, but it's nice to have these notes have this expansive lore so that players can identify with it, can see a little bit of themselves in the game. It's been a week of worldwide moral outrage being levied at video games as a high court in Bangladesh has ruled that mobile apps and games like Free Fire and PUBG should be banned for 3 months to an indefinite period of time due to their effect on social and moral degradation of children and adolescents. Meanwhile, in China, state-run media has compared video games to opium and said that further regulation is needed to curb gaming addiction among children. And this is just kind of a bummer because the real-world impact is that kids can't play their favorite games. And in a time of pandemic, especially over the last 2 years, gaming has been the rare bright spot, one of the few safe ways to actually socialize. So come on, let them play. Otherwise, you're going to wind up with the next form of teenage rebellion being running back to your room to play Game Boy under the covers with the lights off and a flashlight in hand. Well, that's it for this week on Field of View with Nerd Street Gamers, your weekly dose of gaming news. Now, I've got a bag full of scavenged graphics cards, and I'd better get out of here. Oh no, I'm a scav. I'm a scav. I'm like you.